What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the weekend reading. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Aries. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to Nancy. Welcome in. But either way, hello everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're excited for your weekend ahead. As always, I do want to mention, if you're interested in a personal read, first link in the description below. I'd be happy to help you there if you want to book one with me. Of course, if you want to get that discount all November long, use code November23 for 20% off on the 15-minute personal reading tier only. But let's say hello to everybody. What's going on? What's poppin', Fawn? What's going on, Yogi? What is going on, Carly? Hey, Lila. How's it hanging? Isabel, AFL. How's it going, Marlene? What's poppin'? How you doing? Hey, Ann and Soul fam. Hope you're having a blessed, wonderful day. Likewise to Marlene. Thank you so much. Vanessa, hello. You got a Cancer in the house. That's what's up. Shout out Team Cancer. Madison, welcome. Hi guys, how are we doing here today? What's going on? Hello, gorgeous. Hey guys, haven't been on the live haven't had time for a live in forever. Well, I'm happy to see you here today. Thank you for tuning on in. Fawn said I had to check in. I'll try to catch the rest of the readings at a job interview. Just got here. No worries, Fawn. Take your time. Do what you got to do. Welcome in, Jennifer, as well. All right, guys. With that being said, let's hop into it. Team Ram Fam, you're up first here today for your weekend read. So let's see what's going on for your next 72 hours, baby. Let's see what's up. Message is coming on in here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up for our Ram Fam this weekend? Messages in store here for Aries. In the next 72 hours, what is up here for ya? Let's go ahead and take a look. Team Ram Fam, starting out with the overall energy for you, we got here an Ace of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with like an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here in the current energy, we have here the Page of Cups. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got a Five of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Seven of Cups in the upright position. So taking a look here so far, Ace of Pents here to the Page of Cups showing up here for Team Aries. Kind of feels to me for you guys that there's an opportunity right now to make some sort of investment showing up this weekend. It kind of feels to me like this would be an investment that would be positive for you because it would be stress reducing rather than stress inducing, right? So you know that if you were to go ahead and proceed forward and make an investment, it would work to your favor. But looking at the outcome here being the Seven of Cups here says to me that either you have multiple different options, so you might feel very overwhelmed with what you can be doing right now to be reducing stress, or Seven of Cups can be representing emotional confusion. Could it be possibly that you're so overwhelmed with choice that you don't know which route to go? Definitely could be that. But in a general perspective, it could just mean I'm confused if this would be the right choice for me. Now, what I would say here is that we have stress over here. Now, stress being induced, that sucks. We don't want that. But if you have a choice here that says, hey, I'm here to reduce this stress, I think going towards that option is going to be beneficial for you literally no matter what. Now, this is an interesting situation. It's going to resonate and vary to multiple different situations if it's your story. For some, maybe you're getting an opportunity to choose a more less stressful job, and that could be the most positive bonus right now coming in this weekend. For others of you, maybe the most stressful or less stressful investment to make could be about choosing a different type of car. Maybe it could be about choosing to be around a certain different kind of crowd. Maybe it's about a different mindset. It's going to apply in so many different areas and walks of life. But I feel here for any Aries peeps that are watching, the main key here that you want this weekend is reducing that stress. And if you have an opportunity here to make a better investment in your life, I say you have the green light to go for it. Now, you might feel confused. You might wonder to yourself, is it worth it? Because sometimes in a way, stress can be a little bit healthy, right? Stress could be a little bit of a motivator. You know, maybe you're really stressed at a job right now, but it's giving you great pay. I think that it's very circumstantial and very situational when we have to look at stress. We have to be very articulate in the way that we look at it. Look at the payoff. Are you working at a job that stresses you out, making great fucking money, but do you love the job you're doing? Do you love it, but it's stressful? Or do you hate it and then that stress consumes you. Because, for example, I love what I do here. It could be a very, very stressful type of job. It requires a lot of hours off the scenes and on the scenes, so it could be something for me that's incredibly stress-inducing, but at the same time, it's a passion, it's what I love. So therefore, that is where I see the stress being worth the trade-off. Because even if you're stressed because you care. Now, when it comes towards a different kind of job, let's say you hate the job you're doing, you hate the job you're working, and the stress just isn't worth it, and it adds to you being more miserable at the job you're doing, with that type of stress being induced, is that positive or beneficial, or is it negative? Now, when we're looking at it from that perspective, it's going to be something that is definitely negative. So what I would say in that retrospect is if you find yourself in that situation, Aries, it's time to go ahead and say, hey, whatever's going to be the best option for me, that's going to be stress reducing, that's going to put me into a better state of being, a better vibration. That's what you're going to want to go after here at this time, okay? So what I would say here to Ram Fam is definitely take into consideration whatever's going to make you feel the happiest and whatever is going to take you out of a rough spot, okay? Coming on into your weekend. So that would be my best advice here at this time. Very interesting read. Not sure if it's your story. If it is, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you for tuning in here nonetheless here, Team Aries, you know? I think the main focal point here is like, what's the trade-off? Are you stressed, but you're stressed because you care about what you're doing and you're doing something you love? If that's the case, that's normal and that's okay. And you'll get through it and you'll be happy with the payoff and the trade-off. But are you stressed because you're so unhappy and miserable doing something? And if you're making a bad investment that's making you incredibly miserable and unhappy, this is the perfect time to shift that. You have the opportunity every day to shift that, but I feel like this weekend something specific may come up for you, and I think you should take that path of going to the path of least resistance and the path that's going to be the most stress reducing, okay? All right, Ram Fam, appreciate you tuning in. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless, and do enjoy your weekend. By the way, Fawn, wishing you luck, and also thank you so much for the $2. Really appreciate it, my love. Take care. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend, and best of luck with the interview, okay? Lila, I saw you mention that you like the mid-month check-in. Happy to hear that. Had a lot of fun with that one, actually. If you guys didn't know, I did post up the mid-month check-in for mid-November. Those readings were really fun to do. They actually felt really good, so I did enjoy those readings a lot. So feel free to give it a check out for your sign for mid-November, all right? All right, though. What's up? Very happy Mondays. How are you? Hey, Ash, how's it going? So we've already touched base so far with our first zodiac. We did fire signs for today. For the lineup, let's go ahead and do fire, air, water, and earth. So getting on into our air signs, let's go ahead and see what's popping here for Team Gemini coming on into your next 24. All right, what's going to be going on for the Gemini, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information do we got in store here, please, for the zodiac sign of the Gemini in the next 72 hours? What is up here for you? Hey, Sierra, how's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get ourselves here this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Devil card in the upright. Thank you so much, Rita, for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got the Strength in reverse, what you're dealing with, Gemini. We have here the Four of Swords, and taking a look here at the outcome for the Gem peeps is going to be the Ten of Wands in the reverse position coming out here for you. So, Gems, let's go ahead and talk about it, man. First things first, you got here a Devil, and that Devil is going to be paired with the Strength in reverse. So this is like kind of about acknowledging feeling stuck or tethered to something, but not embracing it anymore, not really staying focused on it. I think you're recognizing that you can get unstuck, but the first part of getting unstuck is recognizing you're stuck in the first place, right? You know, a person can't get out of a trap if they don't realize they're in the trap, right? So you're kind of recognizing, I feel, some sort of trap that you might have fell into here in your life. Could have been something that someone had told you. Maybe you believe that to be a trap. Maybe it's a societal trap, because there's tons of traps that society puts us in, unfortunately. Maybe this was a situation that happened in regards to work, whatever the case may be. But I feel like this weekend is definitely about awareness for Geminis. You know, you're really coming to a point here where you can see, I've been stuck and I've been trapped, but there's a way out. There's always a way out. When there's a will, there's a way. So looking at what you're dealing with here being the Four of Swords here says, it's time to separate myself from that type of energy. And guess what? Looking at the outcome here, Ten of Wands, not in the upright, but in the reverse, you're so much happier with the way things are panning out, because you're finally getting ready here to remove some weight that's been on your shoulders. So Geminis, what was your trap, you know? Maybe it was what somebody told you to do. Maybe somebody gave you some financial advice, and that could have been a trap. It could have kept you stuck, could have kept you in a very big financial pitfall. Maybe somebody here, put you into a trap with a relationship, or kept telling you to keep trying with somebody even though you weren't happy. Or maybe you felt trapped in a relationship, whether it was romantic, platonic, or not. But I feel like there's something happening this weekend where your awareness kicks in and it's like, yeah, for the first time in a long time, I can see that I've been stuck here. And now that I've been stuck here and I can acknowledge it, now I have every ability and every asset available to me to get unstuck. And that's going to require thinking outside the box, not doing what you've been doing, but taking a different approach, taking a different path, etc. So I think for the Gemini gang this weekend, it's really about just becoming aware of where you've been stuck in life. And then finally, as you're aware of this, I'm ready to take the next step to no longer be tied and bound to something that isn't serving me. And at the end of the day, guys, too, you can be stuck in a situation and maybe it's not that bad, but this is the realization that I've been stuck in a situation that's had quite a bit of negative impact. The devil here, being tethered to the devil, being tied and bound to the devil, is something that's having a negative impact on you. So to have that realization that you can now free yourself from something that's been dragging you down rather than lifting you up is going to be a really beautiful experience. So take it if it applies. If not, no worries. But Geminis definitely feel like you're getting out of some sort of devil-like moment here coming into your weekend, okay? I like it, guys. I'm also hearing for some of you, too, if you were connecting with a person and the bond you felt between them or between you and this person, maybe it was something we can call a trauma bond. Maybe it was something that you would bond over some sort of negative tie or something of that nature. That could be getting specifically released here as well when we take a look into relationships. That's what was coming up for me intuitively. It was like looking into the relationship sector. Maybe there was a trauma bond. Maybe you and somebody were tied and bound by negativity very often, and that was kind of the premise of your relationship. You might be saying this isn't serving at this time, and that could be about you deciding to walk away from this relationship this weekend as well. So you could see stuff like that manifesting and happening here at this time here too. Okay? All right, though, Gems. Very interesting read. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But, Gems, thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. All right? All right. By the way, I did want to say here real quick, hey, Orpheus, how's it going? You said happy Friday, and thanks for the weekend read. And as always, dude, you're smoking. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Orpheus. You too. Really, really appreciate that. Trish, what's up? Glad to have you over here. Happy that you came on through. Thank you so, so much. And Gemini Spot On, happy to resonate with you. That's what's up. Marlene said, yeah, it was cool. Thanks for the mid-month aunt. You're very, very welcome. Jessica said, my birthday was yesterday. Can I get a happy birthday from you? Happy birthday, Jessica. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Do enjoy. Live your best life, right? Love that for you. And thank you so much for coming on out, okay? All right, guys. So we did the air and we did the fire. So fire, air, hopping on into the water. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What's popping here, baby? Message is showing up here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be in store here for Cancers this weekend? Message is showing up for Team Cancer in the next 72 hours. All right, Cancerian. That was a quick-ass shuffle. Let's see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. First things first, overall energy, 7 of Wands. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Ace of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. Lovers, and then taking a look at the outcome, Cancer. Queen of Swords in the reverse position. All right, let's see what's going on here for you. 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. I think right now it's like you're kind of really putting down some sort of idea or some sort of vision, Cancer. I feel like the 7 of Wands is about you being resistant to it rather than open to it. So if there's been a plan for the future, if somebody wants to plan a future with you, or if there's been a plan that's been getting brought up, I don't feel like you resonate with it wholeheartedly, Cancer. I think right now you're pretty resistant to whatever this is. Ace of Wands reversed from your perspective is like, well, this new beginning doesn't look enticing. It doesn't look exciting. It doesn't look fun. It's not what I'm about. But I feel that when I look at what you're dealing with here being the Lovers, you know what you want for your future, but I don't think you're necessarily 100% going after it here, Cancer. I think that I'm hearing not a 100% commitment. It's almost like you got one foot in the door for the future you really want, but the other foot's outside. So you can't go fully through the door if only one foot's in. So this is an interesting thing to see. I think right now with the 7 of Wands to the Ace of Wands reversed, you could see very clearly what it is you don't want. But when you see very clearly what it is you do want, I don't feel like you're taking the direct action you need to get to where you want to go. right, Cancer? So I feel like the answer here is that 100% commitment. You have to be willing to take that 100% leap if you want to get to that next stage of your life. Maybe you know what your dream career is. Maybe you have one foot in the door already with that dream career, but at the same time, what's keeping that other foot outside of the door? Is it fear? Is it what society says about this career? Is it what your family's told you that's influencing you to maybe make you a little weary of wanting to go forward with it? You know, I think that there's tons of things that can influence us about going towards what we want, because when opinionated people are around, sometimes they can be incredibly influential, especially if these are people that you really value their opinion, right? So it's tough in scenarios like that. But remember, when you are doing things that are based upon your life path, you have to take into consideration the factors of what's going to make you happy. Sure, somebody may have an opinion. They may have a view. People may actually have really insightful things to say. I don't want to go on a rant and say, hey, screw everybody, because there are genuinely people in your life who are going to have some wonderful, insightful things to say. But I think that despite the insights you get, or despite maybe some of the negativity you may get if that's happening in your scenario, you have to remember that your life path is your life path. And if you want something, you have to go for it full force. You can't go halfway in and halfway out. It's going to require your 100% commitment if you want to take something to the next level. Now, I'm referencing career because that's what I feel coming up here at this time, but it can be literally anything. So maybe your career is something that is difficult. Maybe it's unheard of. Its success rate is low for many people. Who's to say, though, you can't come out winning? You know, maybe you're worried. Maybe you're concerned, but if you give it your 100% effort, hey, whether it works out or not, at least you put your 100% in. But the only way it can have that 100% success rate, Cancer, is going to involve your 100% of energy being invested into whatever this is. So it's a pretty interesting read. I think you guys know very well what you don't want, but you do see clearly what you do want. But what's missing here is that clear action to getting to where you want to go. Cancer, I'm hearing you need to give something your 100, okay? So take that if that applies, of course. Now, in another way, Cancer, for some of you, what I might be seeing here is that if you're in a relationship here, the lovers, or if you're dealing with family, or anybody you care about that has an influence on you, I do see for some Cancers, you might have people trying to tell you what to do next with your life. Maybe they're trying to get you to be on board with a new beginning that you're just not on board with. If that's the case, Cancer, you have to speak your truth. Don't just get into that energy where you kind of agree with somebody for the sake of agreeing and you do something you don't want to do this weekend. You know, maybe somebody is really trying to get you into this job, but you don't like it. You know, Cancer, don't agree with it. Right at the end of the day, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Maybe somebody is trying to, invest you in a new chapter of your life. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. So just be mindful of other people, kind of, I guess, in a way, being persistent, and I would make sure you're speaking your truth. And despite how persistent people may be to try to get you to do what it is they want, you have to be willing to continuously shut them down if it's not what you want in general here, Cancer. So make sure you're speaking your truth, but you're not allowing other people to influence what it is you want, right? And basically put you into a perspective of doing what it is they want instead, okay? You want to be really mindful with that, because I do see that energy showing up this weekend as well, so definitely something to watch out for here with the lovers, okay? All right, though, Cancer, appreciate you tuning in. Take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but guys, thank you for coming out, man. Shout out to my Cancer gang, okay? All right, everybody, so we did the fire, we did the air, we did the water. Jumping on into our earth signs, we're going to take a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn, okay? So let's see what's popping. Hey, Amy, what's going on? You did fix it. I see it. That's what's up. Happy to see you. I hope you're doing good. What do we got showing up here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Moving on in to the next 72 hours. What's going on with our Cappies this weekend? Message is showing up here for Capricorn in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, let's get our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the Sun in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Leo for some of you guys. Having a look at the current energy, Magician in reverse, what you're dealing with. We have here the Six of Cups in reverse. And then taking a look at the outcome for the Capricorns is going to be the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. So already looking at this energy for you guys, Sun in reverse, Magician reversed, kind of feels to me like right now you're not really showing up in a situation with the Magician reversed. You're kind of choosing to pull back. back. When I look at what you're dealing with here being the Six of Cups reversed, I think right now you're kind of taking a look here at the history that's been shared between you and another person. And I almost kind of feel like you're coming to terms here, Capricorn, of like, damn, maybe me and this person have never really had the greatest history or the most positive history. You know, sometimes it's odd how we can go, have a connection with somebody for a multitude of time, but then never really realize how unfulfilling or how rough that connection could have been till later on. I've been there before where I've been in periods of times where I thought I've had pretty decent friendships with people, but then I kind of look back, I take a trip down memory lane and I'm like, whoa, actually it's been a bit of a rough and rocky ride, not something I saw before, but can very clearly see now. And I think that some Capricorns this weekend are starting to see that. The sun in reverse is the overall energy. This is the realization that you're just not really happy with the way that some connections gone. And I think that throughout the history between you and this person, it always could have been very up and down and rocky and bumpy. And looking at the outcome here being the Two of Pentacles reversed, I think you're starting to recognize history has been repeating itself. This history here has been rather repetitive. It's been hard for me and somebody to be in a stable place. So if it wasn't really working out back then, it's still not really working out now. I'm not happy with the state of the relationship. They're not happy with the state of the relationship. Am I going to continue to keep on trying to transform this? I think you might be questioning yourself this weekend about that. And then you're going to come to whatever term you may feel resonates with you. So if it's about a relationship, like a romantic one, maybe you feel like it's always been an uphill battle with a partner, you might be questioning yourself this weekend about your relationship. Is it really worth to try to keep on transforming this if the past has been the same and the present's been the same and we haven't had a change? Do I want to keep pursuing this? Could be a thing with a friendship, could be something with work. But I think that kind of what I'm hearing too for you is you've always hoped for a change, but the change has to be on both sides, right? Anytime you're looking at a relationship, it has to be two that are tangoing, right? It takes two to tango. So either one person's putting in the work, another person isn't, neither are putting in the work, or you both put in the work together and you can make the transformation happen. So I think Capricorn this weekend, you're looking into this memory lane moment. You're taking a trip down memory lane. You're looking into the history of a connection with someone. And I think you're not really happy with how the past was and you're not really happy with how the present's going. So I'm hearing it's like it's all in or nothing, Either you and I are going to really put forward a lot of energy into our connection and our relationship to transform it into something positive, or maybe we should take this as a sign that we're not compatible and we should go forward and see what else is happening, right? And see who else we're meant for. So definitely take that into account. If it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Capricorns, I really do appreciate you coming out here nonetheless. So do have a great weekend and wishing you the best of luck here in this situation, okay? All right, Cappies, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up, everybody, our first batch of zodiac signs for the weekend read. We'll be hopping on into our second batch here shortly. Amy, thank you so much for the 111. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my love. Yola, what's going on? You said thank you, Aunt, for the reading. Happy Friday to all. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for coming on out. Really, really appreciate it. Very happy Monday said hindsight is 2020. Gotcha. Amy said I still have my sticker. It must be that moldavite. That's what's up. You got that moldavite crystal? My partner's bought one before, and I don't know where she's put it. I don't know if she still carries it around with her or not, but moldavite's known to be a very powerful and transformative crystal. So it's definitely something to look into, though, because it can be very, very potent. So word to the wise for anybody purchasing moldavite, it could be a very potent crystal. Definitely something you may want to do some research on, but very powerful in a positive way here too. Okay? All right, though. Like I said, we finished up our first batch. We'll be hopping into the rest of it soon. For everybody who's here, thank you for being here, man. Shout out to you. Happy Friday. If you're enjoying so far, drop a like, man. Would appreciate it so much. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Also, by the way, forgot to mention, I did put out for everybody in the community tab the, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Not a poll exactly, but I put out the post of what you guys would like to see if you're a member of this channel, or if you want to be a member in the future, what kinds of extra content you'd like to see behind the scenes. So if you haven't seen that post already and you have some ideas you'd like to contribute, please go over to my community tab, leave a post over there of what you'd like to see. Do keep in mind the content will not be available to everybody. It will only be available to people who are members of the channel. So whatever kind of extra content you're looking at or you would like to receive and see in general, please do let me know. I'm pretty sure I can do members only live streams. I know I can do members only chat. So if I wanted to, I could turn on a chat where only members could speak right now, but I'm not going to do that because this is for everybody. But I think I can also do a only members live stream. I would like to do that. I think that would be something fun to do where maybe we can hang out. I know somebody mentioned collective reads. We can look into that. Maybe we could do super chat readings since it wouldn't be a lot of people. I mean, it would be the members that are on the channel, but it wouldn't be everybody, open to the public. So it'd be a little less overwhelming. Maybe we could do like some cheap super chat questions, something of that nature. So there's definitely some cool ideas that I'm cooking up right now, but anything you want to see personally, let me know. You got a bracelet for it, Amy? That's what's up. Ruby Bird said, love the mid-November read. Always on point. Happy to resonate with you. Thank you, Ruby, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. All right, though, guys, let's jump back into it. We did start out here today with a fire. We started out with Aries. So let's get on into Leo and see what's going on here for our Lions, okay? What's going to be popping here for Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what's showing up for Leo peeps this weekend? Message is coming in here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Lion gang. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a couple more shuffles over here, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Let's go ahead and have a look. Starting out with the overall energy, what do we got? And we got here the Queen of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with an earth sign, like a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Taking a look at the current energy, Five of Swords, what you're dealing with, Leo. We got here the Two of Wands in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Knight of Cups in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look here, guys. Let's see what's up for the weekend. First things first, you got a Queen of Pentacles here to a Five of Swords. Automatically, I feel like there could be some sort of resistance to not necessarily self-care, but maybe prioritization. You might feel like this weekend, Leo, it's a little tough or difficult to prioritize yourself. I think that at this time for you, it's like I'm trying to put into perspective my needs. I'm trying to get them prioritized, but maybe you feel like there's so much external right now to do, and that's really, really tough, right? And I know that feeling, man. Being a Cancer all my life, I've always found a way to where it felt like I had a million of external things to prioritize over self-prioritization. But what I had to learn was what was more important, because growing up, I always felt like taking care of X, Y, and Z, everybody else, putting myself last. I always felt like that was what was important. And I think to a degree, it's a great thing sometimes to not always be self-serving, but to be of service to others. I love being of service to others, and I think that's incredibly important. But the point is that if your cup isn't full first, how could you pour your cup or your water from the cup into a cup of another? Now that's the difficult part. And that's where I kind of figured out, if I'm of service to myself, I can be of service to others. And that's the best way to do it. If I'm not of service to myself, the service I provide to others, it won't be high quality, it won't be great, it won't be fantastic. So when I started switching my perspective there, saying, hey, if I'm of service to me, I'm of service to others, that completely changed my life. And I think here for Leo peeps that are watching, that could be something very powerful to start adding in addition to your weekend, you know? So I think here this weekend, it feels hard to find time for yourself, to find prioritization. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Two of Wands in reverse. This is a card here representing that you kind of feel like you have to do stuff right now for the external. When I say the external, maybe this is friends, family members, work, all that stuff. And looking at the outcome here being the Knight of Cups reversed, it's like, I don't know, by the end of the weekend, I just feel all out of energy. I feel like I have nothing left to give. And that's the thing. I think it goes back to what I was saying there. It's like, if you're not of service to yourself, how can you pour from that empty cup? You know, you're going to get to that point of a depleted cup, you know, moving into your weekend, Leos, because you're not having enough resupply, rejuvenation, okay? So I think it's going to be something important to note here this weekend. You might not feel like you have all the time to address everything you need to prioritize, but the more you can kind of put your foot down this weekend and put your needs in a more higher state of prioritization, I think you're going to notice not only do you feel better, you're going to notice how more efficient you are. You're going to notice how you're more of service to other people. and you're going to notice how you're more of service to yourself. And if you really start bringing that into play, it's going to help out so much here in your life in general, beyond just this weekend. So Leos, take it if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you coming out here so much nonetheless, and I really do hope to see your situation here move in a very positive place. You know, you don't want to come out of your weekend here being depleted. Leos, fill up that cup, okay? Love you guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? So we did our fire. We're going to be hopping on into the air signs soon. Hi, Mila. How's it going? You said your daily reads are usually very relatable. Hashtag gifted. Thank you for that light. You're very welcome. I try my best, guys, to be as relatable as possible. I know that, you know, for daily reads, it's going to be stuff that's going on from a day-to-day basis. It's not going to be anything wild, intense, or crazy. It's just, you know, what's going on in our daily life and what can we do to try to navigate these energies. So I do my best, but thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, okay? All right, y'all. Hopping on into the air signs. All right, we already touched base here with the fire, going into the air. Let's have a look here at Libra and see what's up. What's going on here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be going on here for Libra, baby? Message is showing up here for Libra in the next 72 hours. All right, my Libra gang, we're having a look here already at one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, man. What's going on here for you beautiful peeps? Starting out with the overall energy for you, what do we got? We got here the Two of Pentacles. Taking a look at the current energy, Libra, we got here the Five of Wands, what you're dealing with at this time, Page of Wands, and looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Star. Okay, I do think that with the Two of Pentacles showing up here for the overall energy, it's kind of like a little bit of a debating type of energy, right? I do think that something has a positive, it most certainly has a negative as well. So Five of Wands is representing stress, it could be representing conflict, and I think right now you're kind of in that space a little bit here, jumping into your weekend, right? So you're wondering to yourself, I'm stressed out, I'm dealing with conflict, I'm interested in something, but it's a lot. Like something feels like a lot, Libra, and I'm not sure what it is exactly. It could be a new position at work, a new job. Maybe some of you are in school, you're taking a major, and that major might feel like a lot. Maybe you're feeling really overwhelmed by putting together some piece of furniture from IKEA, because Lord fucking knows, okay? I love IKEA. This fucking desk is IKEA. Right behind me, that's IKEA. My other desk, which is similar to this, is IKEA. The drawers are IKEA. I love IKEA, okay? But the directions are really bad. They're not great sometimes, you know? So despite that, Libra, let's get back to the read. I think that it's a tough time here because there's genuine interest with the Page of Wands showing up here, okay? But it's difficult. But at the same time, looking at the outcome, you feel called to your situation. Now, I'm going to drop some real ass shit. Are you ready for this? Because this was a quote that has recently, very much so, changed my life. There is no such thing as easy, so you want to pick your hard. It can be incredibly easy to be financially stable and to enjoy the financial stability you have, right? If you're already financially stable, isn't it great to just enjoy it? But at the same time, it's hard to stay afloat financially, and it's hard, sorry, I didn't mean to say easy in the beginning. It could be incredibly hard to be financially stable, but at the same time, it could be incredibly hard to feel financially not so stable. So pick your hard. Would you rather pick the hard where it's really difficult, I'm busting my ass, but I'm staying afloat here financially, or it's really hard to pay the fucking bills? You got to choose your hard in life because nothing of value comes easy. That's what changed my life right there. That fucking quote is so incredibly powerful because it's incredibly true. There is never going to be anything of value that's going to come easy. So you have to pick your hard. Are you looking at a new job here, Libra? You have a lot of interest in it. You feel called to it. You feel aligned to it. Sure, it's difficult, Five of Wands. But once again, it goes back to the retrospect that nothing of value comes easy. And for anybody who's watching here at this time, I think that you have to ask yourself here, what's the hard that I want to go towards? Because Page of Wands, there's genuinely interest here. Star card, you genuinely feel called to something. So if that's what you're looking for, I say go for it. Pick your hard, you know? So I hope that that impacts somebody because I felt like that was a very powerful thing that impacted me in a really, really powerful way. You know, nothing of value is going to be easy. Nothing in life is going to be easy. Nothing worth it is going to be easy. So Libras, sometimes you just got to keep on keeping on, even if it's not the calm, but it's the storm. It's like inevitably you'll get through it here, guys, and things will lighten up a bit. Okay? All right, Libras. I love you. Take it if it applies. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here so much nonetheless. Do have a great rest of your weekend, okay? All right, Team Libra. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we touched base here with our air, and we did our fire. We'll be having a look here at the water signs in just a second. When does he usually read for Virgo? A few more signs first. So everything is very randomized of what I do for the daily reads. So Virgo can be like the third sign, fourth sign, last sign. It's really whenever it ends up coming up. So if you don't want to stay through the entire thing waiting for Virgo, you can watch the playback later because there'll be timestamps posted in the comments. But at the end of the day, though, it should be coming up relatively soon nonetheless. But I will get to it as quickly as I can. It's just kind of all at random, whatever, you know, I end up thinking of is what sign I'll read next, you know? Very Happy Monday said, no shade like IKEA instructions shade. Because IKEA instructions are wild, dude, okay? First of all, most people say they never get the hardware. Luckily, I've always got all the hardware I've needed for IKEA, but the instructions are just like pictures. It's not like words typing out, hey, do this, do that. It's like just pictures. And sometimes it feels like they're missing a damn picture too. You know, man, sometimes it feels that way. So it's really hit or miss with IKEA. For sure, for sure. Yola said, great advice and pick your battles. For sure. Divinely Paved did impact me, and thank you. You're very, very welcome. Yeah. I fucking love that quote, man. Nothing of easy comes value. You got to choose your hard, man. That's what it is. It can be really hard to stay afloat in life. It can be really hard to be happy. It could be really hard to be sad. And it could be tough. It could be tough and difficult while you're sad. But at the end of the day, what's going to be the more valuable asset, you know? That's what we got to look at for sure. What's going on, Noodlehead? I like your name. We appreciate you, Aunt Scorpio present. Welcome, welcome in. Shout out to you. Divine Intuitive, Scorpio here. My birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Hope it was awesome. Happy belated to you. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. Speaking of Scorps, we're jumping into the water. So let's have a look here at the Scorpio and see what's up. Happy birthday to my Scorpio peeps. Hope it's been well. Your season here has been pretty cool. I think it's been very eye-opening, if you will. So it's been a cool time, man. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. But let's get on into it, man. What's going on here for the birthday peeps? Messages coming in here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, guys, okay? Starting out with the overall energy, we got here the 10 of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign, like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Taking a look at your current energy, 7 of Pence, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Lovers, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the High Priestess in the reverse position as well. So as far as what I'm seeing here for you, you know, we do begin here with the 10 of Cups. We also move along here into the 7 of Pentacles. I would say right now you're making a lot of the greatest investments you can be making, because look at the return on investment. Look at the ROI with the overall energy. 10 of Cups, massive fulfillment. Massive fulfillment, right? So this is the energy of, I've been making good investments. They're paying off. They're looking good. I'm feeling good. And I'm happy for you, you know, looking at what you're dealing with, Scorpio, the Lovers. Maybe some of you are incredibly happy with the investment you've made into a specific person. The Lovers can be your soulmate, could be the individual that you're with, that you're dating. You could be very thankful and happy that you're moving in the right direction with somebody romantically. So in a general standpoint of love, some of you guys could be having like a really great time with a romantic partner. Feels like your love life is moving in a good direction. You know, the outcome here being the High Priestess reverse is almost like, I didn't really expect all this to align and all this to happen, but so far it feels so great. Like, I'm so content and so happy. So some of you guys here could be saying that this weekend, like, I just genuinely never thought I'd meet this person, but I met them. My life is going well. I'm happy with this person. Like, genuinely, it wasn't expected. But I always tell people too, especially in love, your person will show up when you least expect it. Like, the love of your life is not going to be something that you think that you're going to plan out, because you're never going to plan it out. The love of your life is going to show up one day in the most perfect way, completely unexpected. You might not even have an inkling to the fact that you would be with this person, but then suddenly everything just aligns so perfectly. You know, that happens. Now, if it's not about love coming into play here this weekend, Scorpio, it very well likely can be the fact that you're just at a state of contentment, and you're reaching a state of contentment in your life that maybe you thought you never would see. Once again, that High Priestess reverse is like a shocked energy to me, where it's about like, I never could have predicted this. I never thought that this would all happen. So I think that you could be at a point in life where things are aligning so perfectly, and it's like, I just genuinely never saw this coming. Maybe it's career, work is going super well. The friends and the friendships you've made and the friends you have, maybe you never saw that going somewhere, but it went somewhere wonderful too. So you're glad with the investments you made. You're happy with the investments you've made. I feel like right now you got a good return on investment with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups here, though, is also a card that's saying, Scorpio, do enjoy the good stuff that's in front of you. It's here, it's present. Live it up and have a smile on your face for the fact that there are great things out here in front of you too. So I like it, guys. Not an insane message or anything of that nature, like in terms of like predictions, but definitely an awesome message of reinforcing the fact that you're in a good space. And I'm happy to see that here for Scorpio. So yeah, you've made some pretty damn good investments. Live it up and enjoy it, guys. Okay. I like it. Scorpio, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Happy birthday to the Scorpio peeps. Thank you guys for coming on out. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up here with the water. We did the air and we did the fire. Getting back on into our earth signs. Let's have a look here at the Virgo, and we'll see what's up here for you. What do we got showing up here for Virgo, baby? In the next 24 hours, what's up here, Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72. All right, Team Virgo, what's going to be in store here for your weekend, babes? Hopefully, we're looking at some really awesome stuff. Overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Wands in reverse. You might be dealing with a fire sign like an Aries, a Sag, a Leo. Taking a look at the current energy, Ace of Swords in the upright, what it is you're dealing with. We got a Nine of Wands in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for the Virgos, Queen of Pentacles reversed as well. Very interesting. Now, you start here with the Four of Wands reversed paired to an Ace of Swords upright. So automatically what I'm feeling for you is you can be starting to realize maybe something isn't incredibly stable. Maybe something here isn't very put together in ways that you thought it might have been. But the thing is, though, for you right now, Virgo, is looking at what you're dealing with, Nine of Wands reverse, what you're starting to see is you're starting to see things come up or things come out and things get brought to the surface that maybe you've never really seen before with somebody. Maybe it's your romantic partner. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's family matters. But I think you're starting to see things coming out and coming up to the surface that were never originally seen. And you might be looking at this of like, holy crap, I don't feel so comfortable anymore. Maybe your partner has a lot of baggage that comes up out of nowhere and you're like, are we all good? Are we okay? You know, maybe certain friendships are bringing up some baggage. Maybe some family baggage is coming out. And it's like, whoa, it feels not only heavy, but it feels like now everything isn't so good and well. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think sometimes things get stored within us, whether we intentionally put it in there or whether we don't necessarily intentionally try to store a lot of the heavy things we go through, but it can happen sometimes under the radar. And there are certain periods astrologically, as well as in our lives, where things just tend to get activated. But what I've learned is that when the heavy stuff comes up to the surface, when the heavy stuff gets activated, it wasn't activated within you for no reason. More often than not, anytime like a heavy scenario comes up for me or something that I never worked through comes up, it's perfectly in alignment with my current situation and circumstances. It is perfectly called for because it kind of aligns with what's going on in life. And I think that those things come up at the most perfect moments so that not only can we release those heavy energies, but it's so that we can learn from them. And with the outcome here being the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed here could represent maybe not prioritizing what you need in life. And you might start to see maybe what's coming up for Virgos this weekend is the lack of not taking care of your needs. And maybe you're starting to become aware that since I haven't taken care of X, Y, and Z of what I've needed, now it's the time to do so because I can see how it's maybe not impacting me the greatest, you know? Could be some sort of scenario like that coming up this weekend as well. So these are very interesting reads. showing up for Virgos. It won't apply to all of you. And even though it can be a bit of a heavy weekend, I want you to know it's like whatever's coming to the surface, it's coming to the surface. So, hey, we can release this first and foremost, but we can also learn from it and have a better experience going forward. So it might seem like maybe not the best reading to get, but it's going to have the best outcome, because once you get through that and you do the work, everything feels so much better. Everything feels so much lighter. So I've definitely had tons of moments like this in my life, and I think they're incredibly powerful. Hopefully you guys might share the same perception and point of view. But what I would say is pay close attention to what does come to the surface this weekend, Virgo, because whatever it is, it's meant to be learned from, it's meant to be released, but it's also meant to, help guide you to make a better decision in the future on how to help yourself, going forward, okay? So really intriguing reading, actually. Take that if it applies, leave it if it doesn't. But Team Virgo, thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Do enjoy your weekend, and thank you so much for spending time with me, all right? All right, Virgo, baby, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you very, very much. So we have finished up officially our second batch of Zodiacs for today's daily. We're going to be hopping on into our last and final batch shortly, everybody. All right, Hello Gorgeous said, thanks, Aunt. You're very welcome. No worries at all. Thank you for stopping on by. I am going to go take a quick short break real fast, everybody. I just need to get some caffeine up in me because I'm getting a little bit tired, as today's been a tad bit of a draining day. So give me a second or so. Just going to get caffeinated. We'll come on back and we'll knock out the last 4 signs. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Really, really appreciate it. By the way, Marlene said birthday weekend twerk break. That's what's up. What day is your birthday, Marlene? I got to say happy birthday to you. Catherine said break music is a bop. It has me jamming in my cubicle. I love that for you. Live your best life at work. That's what's up. But either way, getting on into our last and final batch, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. We're hopping on into our fire. So I'm already on the wrong screen, as you guys can see. Hopping on into our fire, so let's take a look here at the lovely and amazing Sagittarius gang. Let's see what's up for the Saggy. Messages coming in here for Saggy, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be going on for your weekend? Message is showing up here for Team Sagittarius in the next 72 hours. All right, Sagittarius, we're looking at a few more shuffles, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully we got some awesome sauce coming on in here for you. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Star card. You could be connecting here possibly with a Aquarius for some of you. Taking a look at the current energy, Knight of Wands, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the King of Pentacles in the upright position. So let's take a look here and see what's going on. By the way, Marlene, that is awesome that it's on 11/11. What a fucking awesome birthday. So happy early birthday. Do have a great weekend, okay? Wishing you the best for your birthday. But regardless, Sagittarius, let's talk about it. So Real quick, everybody, it looks like my live stream program's lagging a bit, so let me know if you guys can hear me, see me clearly. I think the thing's going back up, but I think we had a bit of a lag spike, so let me know before I continue, just so that everything is all good and well. Hey, Kristen, just arrived near your Sagittarius. That's what's up. Welcome in. But yeah, guys, please just do update me real fast. I'm actually going to take a peek on the stream myself. It should be okay, though, because that's the normal bit rate, but looks like it's dropping down. So 1 second, everybody. We were doing so good today. Aqua says all good. Okay, as long as you guys are saying it's all good, we can see and hear you. Okay, I'm just making sure. I don't know if it's laggy or anything like that. It's good, it's fine. Okay, cool. All right, let's hop back into it. Sorry, Sagittarius, there is a delay between the chat. So with that being said, while you guys are saying it's all good, I'm going to be like 30 seconds ahead, but all right, let's get back into it. Sorry, Team Sagittarius. So getting on into it, guys. Overall energy to the current energy, we have here the Star and we have here the Knight of Wands. It does feel to me like you're moving closer towards your dream here. You're moving closer towards what you want to align with. But I do think that, however, there's still something holding you back. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, you have a Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is representative of something that is not being let go of or being cleared. Looking at the outcome here, King of Pentacles, I feel like Sagittarians here are like, okay, King of Pentacles, I feel good. I think you're telling yourself everything's well. I feel good. I feel like I'm on the right track and the right path right now to getting to where I want to go. But I do think there's something significant here that maybe you still haven't let go of. And whatever this is what I think is the delay between you getting to that star, getting to where you want to go. Let's say, for example, you're happy with yourself. Maybe you went through a breakup, but you're still pretty much focused on the ex, and you're happy with yourself. You wish to align with someone new, but at the same time, there's still this investment in the ex partner. What would be delaying you from getting that new relationship? It would be the investment in the ex partner. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's something here that still needs to be cleared. Whether we're talking about love and it's representative of an ex, whether we're talking about letting go of an old career to flourish in a new one, there's something here that still has to be moved on from, let go of, in order for you to be fully submerged in a brand new experience with the star. And some of you may know what that is. Maybe others of you don't, but I would say this weekend, if you do feel like there is something holding you back, take the time to have an analysis, a self-analysis, and really ask yourself, what are some of the things I'm still holding on to? Have a raw, deep, open, and honest conversation with yourself about this, because you might come to realize, oh, wait a minute, that's the thing. That's the thing I have still been holding on to this entire time, and that would make sense on how it would delay me to getting to my next chapter. I can understand on how this is delaying me to getting to my new path that I want to be a part of. So really keep this in mind, Sagittarius. If there's something that hasn't been cleared here, a certain kind of cycle, a specific person, maybe an old habit or a way of thinking that could be basically slowing you down from getting to where you wish to go, really focus on figuring out what that is, then work to release that. And I feel like it'll be smooth sailing here with this Knight of Wands to the Star card, okay? So I think that for most of you, right, with the outcome King of Pentacles, you're looking for abundance. Maybe some of you right now don't feel like there's anything in specific going on, but doing a bit of a self-check-in sometimes will, leave you speechless. I've had a lot of times where I thought everything was handy-dandy, but I did a self-check-in and I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's a lot of other stuff that I do need to either work on or release or let go of. So, I think there could be some stuff there that might be delaying you. So keep that in mind coming into your weekend. Bring into your awareness what that might be if it resonates to you. If you can't find anything, it's probably not your story. If you can't think and check in and feel like there's anything personally blocking you from your new chapter, it's probably not your story. But if something comes up, it's more than likely that thing. And that's where you can start to work on releasing that to have that smooth sailing to the next part of your new chapter in your life. Okay, cool. All right, Saggy, good talk. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for coming on by. Okay. All right, everybody. So all the fire signs here for the daily are completely done. Hopping on into our air signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at Aquarius. We're going to see what's up here, baby. So what's going on for the Aqua gang? Message is showing up here for Aquarius in the next 72 hours. What's up here for Team Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on? Team Aquarius, let's take a look here at your weekend, guys. Hopefully, we got some awesome things ahead. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the High Priestess. So you might be dealing with a water sign like a Pisces, taking a look at the current energy, Two of Swords, what you're dealing with here, Aquarius, Page of Wands, looking at the outcome for your weekend, guys, the Moon in reverse. Interesting. Let's take a look and see what's up, though. Aquarius, we start out with the High Priestess, we move into the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is typically, I need to make a choice, because there could be indecision showing up. Maybe you've had a difficult time figuring something out, whether you want something, you don't want something, you like someone, you don't like someone. There seems like there's been a bit of a conflict there. But when I see what you're dealing with here being the Page of Wands here represents interest. And here's the thing, we can be interested in a person or interested in things, but we could also be interested and emotionally detached at the same time. And I think that that's the vibe showing up for you, Aquarius. It's like you do have an interest in something, but your heart's not in it. And that's the hard part, because the secret recipe, the secret sauce, is really having the interest on top of having your heart invested in something. And I think that that's the tough part here for you, because it's hard to have both. Something might grab your attention, something might be interesting, but it's not where your heart lies. Your heart's just not in it. And that can be along the lines of career, that could be along the lines of relationships, that could be along the lines of friendships. So you're finding yourself at this crossroads this weekend of like, well, what the heck do I do? I think you have to ask yourself, is my heart in this situation? And if it's not, I think you have your answer. It's okay to have interests that you don't have emotions into. That's fine. You know, it could be like a hobby. Maybe it's not something you love, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun, right? Maybe it's something you can grow to love if it's a hobby. But when you're looking at, for example, connections with people, right? If your heart's not in it, then why would you want to just connect, right? Unless it's something that's strictly fun, that's one thing. But if you're looking to pursue something romantic and you don't feel the romance there, why continue with it, right? So I think there's a massive realization this weekend about the interest is there, the attraction's there. You can see why something here can be liked or someone here can be liked, but your heart isn't aligning with this. And if you're not getting both of those things, the attraction, the interest, and the heart, it's going to create an effect of, you know, you not being the most happy. So I see you kind of in this energy right now, Aquarius, and it's like, all right, well, I have to make a choice here. You know, do I keep on trying with whatever this circumstance and situation may be, or, you know, do I end up backing off here at this time? You know, so I think Aqua, for the majority of you peeps, if your heart's not in something, you probably shouldn't continue to pursue it. I think you should focus on what your intention is. If your intention is a romantic connection, obviously don't connect with somebody you don't feel romantic towards. Keep on, you know, searching for that person. But if this is about, you know, just being invested in things that are interesting, that's fine. But if you want your heart involved somewhere and your heart's just not in this, I would say not continue to pursue it, okay? All right, Aqua, interesting storyline. Definitely take that if it applies. If not, no worries. But Aquarius, thank you for coming out so much nonetheless. Really appreciate you. Do have a good weekend, okay? All right, guys. So we did all of the air and we did all of the fire. We're going to be hopping on into our water signs here shortly. Malia said... yes, what did I get myself into? Oh, Lord. Not too sure, but hopefully whatever you did get into will be a situation that works out for the better, you know? But I did want to mention real fast, guys, before we continue, for the peeps in the chat, if you can drop a like, really would appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your time here today, everybody. And thank you once again for coming on out, okay? All right, getting into water. We did Scorpio. We did Cancer. All that's left here, baby, is going to be the fish. So let's see what's popping in here for the Pisces, okay? Message is coming in here for Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got showing up here for our fish? Message is coming in here for the Pisces in the next 72 hours. All right, Pisces, let's see what's up with your weekend, guys. What do we got going on for you? Overall energy here for Team Pisces is going to be the Nine of Swords, but it's in the reverse. Very good. You could be connecting here with an air sign for some of you, taking a look at the current energy. Eight of Pentacles in the upright, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Knight of Pentacles, and then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Ten of Swords. All right, so as far as what I'm seeing so far for Pisceans, Nine of Swords reversed here to the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working, and I feel like whatever you've been working on has heavily helped you in regards to increasing your mood. So definitely looks to me like this weekend, there's a mood boost showing up here for sure. You know, taking a look at what you're dealing with, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe it's been something that's been slow, but Piscean, it's been steady. The best thing that you can do to improve any situation is consistency. Knight of Pentacles is all about that, right? Knight of Pentacles is going to be that consistent energy. Now, even though it might be slow and steady, once again, tortoise in the hare, the slow and steady wins the race. So I think for Pisces here, you've definitely been putting in effort and work on yourself. Maybe it hasn't been a overnight thing, but you're starting to see results. And I like that, right? Looking at what you're dealing with. Ten of Swords. You know what might be happening? You hear me mention very often on this channel how small steps equal massive wins, right? You might actually see a massive win come in with this Ten of Swords this weekend due to all the small steps you've taken. Maybe you have finally moved past something this week and it's been an amazing emotional burden lifted and you feel so good about it, right? That can be the case for some of you. Maybe it's not about something emotional, but maybe it's about something that was just stressing you out rather than something that was making you saddened, right? So at the end of the day, there could be a massive win happening here in regards to something you finally get to release or something you finally get to let go of. And whether or not that happens, what makes me happy to see as a reader is that I'm seeing you guys putting in this consistent effort to better your circumstance, to better yourself, and to remove yourself from something low vibrational. Anytime I see people doing any sort of self-transformation and doing what they can to put themselves into the best perspective as possible, I'm incredibly happy to see that for everybody. So Pisces, you're looking pretty damn good. All right, so do enjoy your weekend, but also do carry that quote with a lot of power because it's something that's so real. You know, it could be slow, it could be steady with whatever transformation we're doing in life. You could be taking small steps, but those small steps fucking add up, man. Those small steps inevitably really do become the massive wins. So it's almost like appreciate the growth no matter how little or how big, because it's all going to add up in the end. And in return, it's always going to be growth. So recognize growth for what it is. Growth, big or small. Okay? All right, Pisces. Love you guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you so much. And do have a fantastic weekend, okay? All right, everybody. Water's done. Fire's done. Air is done. Getting on into our earth signs now. Let's go ahead and check out the bull gang. We're going to see what's popping in here for Team Taurus. So let's see what's going on. What do we got showing up here for Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be showing up here for our bull gang? Message is showing up for Taurus in the next 72 hours. What is going on here for you? All right, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at our last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Overall energy for you is a Four of Pentacles. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Four of Cups. What you're dealing with here, Six of Cups in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, bull gang, Knight of Wands in reverse as well. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I think right now, this is about not holding on, but it's about letting go. Four of Cups to me is kind of the card of like ignoring something, pulling back. Actually, it's not letting go. It's about going in recluse. That's the vibe I'm feeling here. So Taurians, you might catch yourself going into a little bit of a hermit mode this weekend. I feel like you may be going in recluse here. You could be ignoring somebody. I definitely get the sense here right now. Six of Cups reverse can represent unacceptable energy. So if somebody has done something unacceptable, this may be about you taking space from them. All right, so if you feel like you deemed somebody had done something that's unacceptable or something you don't appreciate, you might notice this weekend you're taking space from that person. So there can be a recluse event where you kind of just keep to yourself. If that's not the case, you could be trying to isolate from past situations that happened and occurred. There could be somebody trying to come back from the past that you were really closing yourself off to. Maybe it's a past ex, maybe it's an old friend, maybe it's somebody who was trouble. Whatever your scenario may be, you can find yourself saying, fuck this, I'm going to just keep to myself and continue to do my thing. I do think that for most of you this weekend too, with the Knight of Wands showing up in the reverse here for the outcome, it is representative of not really wanting to be all out there this weekend, not really intrigued on being social or participating in social activities. I think it's a weekend where you really kind of just want to do you. So for some of you, you might be avoiding people of your past or past situations. You very well likely here too could be avoiding somebody if they've done something that you do feel is unacceptable at this time as well. But I think that when we get down to the gist of it, Taurus, it's going to be a weekend where you keep to yourself. You might just not be so happy with the environment you're dealing with or with certain people or with things that have happened in the past. But I think that right now the energy you want to stay in the most is the energy of yourself and the comfort of your own energy as well. So I think that's understandable. Listen, if you need time away, if somebody bothered you, taking a break from them can be so beneficial, not only for you, but for them too. It can be really beneficial to the relationship, right? Just having that break, kind of getting yourself recuperated and pulled together, and then come back and address things when maybe emotions aren't so high. You know, if there's somebody from your past trying to come back around, who's to say they have access in your life? Only you're the person who can say whether or not you're going to give a past person access into your life again. If you're over them and you're done with them, you don't owe them shit, Taurus, period. I mean, if you're looking at a past situation that's trying to come back around to you as well, I think that the only difference here would be is that if you haven't healed from something, take the time out to heal it, you know? So this reading can resonate in multitudes of ways. There was a couple different messages and a couple different ways this message can resonate. So take it if it applies, of course, Taurus. Leave it if it doesn't. But I appreciate you coming out here nonetheless. And you know what? If the general statement here says that Tauruses need breaks, if you need a break this weekend from life, if you need a break this weekend from people, if you just need to be a hermit and you need to chill on the couch or chill in the bed and order a pizza, grab some wine and turn on the fucking Netflix, if that's what you got to do here, Team Taurus, don't mind doing it. Enjoy yourself and catch up on that time of just being in the comfort of your own energy. Okay? I love you. Take it if it applies. If not, leave it be. But thank you, Taurus, for tuning in. Okay? All right, everybody. We're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much to Very Happy Mondays for the $9.99. Really appreciate the donation, my love. Thank you so much. And I do hope you have a great weekend, okay? And with that all being said here, everybody, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to the weekend read. I do hope you enjoyed it. So thank you so much for coming out here, everybody. And I hope you have a fantastic and an amazing weekend. Do want to mention for those of you here, if you can drop a like on the video, it would be much appreciated. Of course, if you're new, come on down and subscribe here, baby. I'd be happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So if you'd like to come join and participate, feel free to by hitting that subscribe button. I also want to mention to everybody as well, if you haven't seen already, the mid-November All Signs monthly video has been posted on my channel. I think it was a pretty awesome read. I think you guys will really enjoy it. So if you haven't seen your mid-November check-in yet, check it out. Video was uploaded before this live stream went on. If you're interested this weekend, guys, in getting personal reads, the sale is going to be going on all throughout November. Definitely take advantage of it, guys, because there probably won't be another sale for quite some time. So if you want to get that 20% discount on a personal reading, use code November23. It'll be for the 15-minute personal reading tiers only. All right, guys, I love you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. It's been a hell of a week and I've had a lot of fun out here. I didn't even mention yesterday. I'm sorry, guys, for not going live yesterday. It was just a heck of a day. By the time I was ready to actually go live, it was 8 o'clock at night. And at that point I was so wiped from the day. So I'm sorry about that. But it's been a really good week though. I've had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have as well. But enjoy your weekend, rest, rejuvenate, relax yourselves, get pumped and excited for the next week ahead. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you out here. I love you. Take care, everybody, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.